So I guess it's kind of hard to tell for sure, but I'm pretty certain that this is where my PTSD started. I need to be very clear. This man, my father, I love him. I love him. There's no doubt I love him. But I love him. That's what's important. But both of my parents, it's all about control with these two. And they will do anything to have that control. Anything. So this is how it goes. Also remember that he is a information analyst, retired from the Army in the Monterey Bay area, so his connections with law enforcement and everything else throughout that area is deep because of his military service. So what had happened was, I must have been late 6 years old, maybe going on 7, but it's around 6. I think 6 actually. And by this time, because the way things were at the house and the way that I was raised, by the time I was 6, I could cook my own breakfast and I could wash the car. You know, using a step thing or whatever. But let me reverse this real quick. My mother was out of town. She had taken Tatum to Japan. Tatum was about a year old, and I don't think they had seen her yet in Japan in person, so she took Tatum to Japan. So it was just me and Dad. And I always help out, we always do stuff. For me, the most famous picture of me that I have is that picture of me when I'm like 2 years old with that full beard with grease all over my face from working underneath the cars with the men. You guys might have other pictures, but that's another story, isn't it? But it's kind of a natural progression to start helping out even more. I'm sure I was already helping with the landscaping of the house and all that kind of stuff. And so he was teaching me to use the lawnmower. I don't know what I did. I cannot remember what it was, but I had done something that must have been really dangerous or something. I don't know what it was. What I do know is that my father had suddenly picked me up. We were near the back porch. It's a nice little, good-sized backyard, if I remember correctly. I think it was it a corner lot? I think it was a corner lot, yeah. We had a good-sized yard. At least it felt that way when you're 6. And I just still can't remember what I did exactly. But he had picked me up and he threw me down flat on the back porch. Kind of had my shirt in his hands. It was kind of beating me in the chest and screaming at me. Just pounding on me and screaming at me in a manner where he was just blowing spit all over me. And it's one of the things that that kind of I'm pretty sure it started my PTSD on top of other things I've experienced. But what I'm trying to convey here is that these people have convinced a lot of people to listen to what they have to say And I don't think people understand who it is that they're dealing with. Now, I love my father, but I even brought this to his attention after I got clean and it was some other stuff going on. And he just totally denied that it happened at all. What are you talking about? That never happened. And, the crappiest part of all that was I didn't have anybody. Everybody was gone. You know? I didn't have anyone to get any sort of comfort from, because obviously he overreacted. But I can't even remember if I told my mom when she came back. But anyway, I just wanted to give that as a bit of an intro to my father, and also a bit of an explanation of maybe why I act the way I do sometimes, as far as anything related with not being able to. The PTSD has progressed since then. So, come on, bud. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. This is hard to talk about, but that's most of it. So I'll just leave it there.